Hey guys, it's me. I'm actually out doing a little bit of traveling this week for work, so hence the change in setup here. I want to tell you guys a story that it's kind of been sitting on me the last couple days. Happened on Saturday, and I wanted to tell you then, but I wanted to kind of let it breathe and kind of see how I really felt about it. But I couldn't believe it then. I still really can't believe it now. So I wanted to share the story with you and, just kind of open it up for conversation. I'll get back to the fun stuff of talking about classic internet videos and Screw Attack and all that stuff. But we live in a really crazy time right now, and I do think it's important to have conversations. And I think that's important that you keep that in mind as I tell this story. That the underlying theme to all this, one thing that I feel like is extremely missing in today's society, is simply conversation. Um, so on Saturday, I was going out doing some honeydews, running some errands, getting some things done. And on my way out, I saw a protest. And there's a protest on the corner, so some young ladies with some signs being very mad about a lot of things. I get it. It's a very contentious time right now. Things are very heated. And as I passed, I thought to myself, that's interesting. And I kind of let it be. But a couple minutes later, I was like, yeah, I should really go and talk to them and get their perspective and understand where they're coming from. Because it's one thing to, to hear somebody yelling and screaming. It's another thing to actually sit down and listen to them and hear why they're upset. And I have a degree in journalism. You guys know that. Now, I did not have a career in journalism, but the way I was taught when it comes to anything is that if you have a question, or if you have a question about something, you go you go find the answer, right? Um, and that's really what I wanted to do here. I wasn't trying to snoop or pry or upset anybody. I legitimately wanted to have an honest conversation. So on my way back, I stopped and I got out of my car and walked up to these young women. Most of them probably between the ages of 18 and 23 or so. There's a couple young men out there too. And I walked up and I said, hey, how are you? They're facing the road. I walk up behind them. I said, hey, how are you? I would love to have a conversation with you just to learn your perspective on this. Said it just like this. Um, Went up with no malice in my voice, very calm. And their response, I was talking to a young lady, probably 18, 19, and there was a older woman next to her. She was kind of the ringleader of it, probably in her late 20s, maybe early 30s. And she goes, no. I said, so you don't want to have a conversation about this? I said, and she leaned back to the girl who was behind her and whispered something to her, right? Saying something like, we're not going to have, I can only imagine, right? It was something like, we're not going to talk to him. And so I said, so you don't want to have this conversation. You don't want to just talk. And they said, no, we don't want to talk to you. So at that point, I was kind of numb to the situation. And I realized I tried to reason with them with the idea of like, look, I said, I don't have a camera rolling right now. Nobody's filming me. I just want to sit down in the shade over here and talk to you for a bit, and understand where you're coming from. And for there, it was like talking to a wall. Nothing happened there, and so I was like, all right, that's fine. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, you can be on the corner, look, searching for validation in how you feel, and validation being honks or thumbs up or whatever, and that's fine. But you go up, and I try to put myself in a situation where if I was in their shoes and I was upset, and if somebody was to come up to me and say, I would like to hear your situation or hear why you think this way, I would want to tell them why I was upset. But in this situation, all they did was alienate me and push me further away, right? Um, and as I'm leaving, as I'm walking out, another woman was walking up, probably in her early 30s, um, and I said, hey, and I tried to approach her as well. Once again, same tone, saying everything. Hey, I would love to have a conversation with you about your perspective. And this is not, this is God. I swear to God, this is exactly what she said. She said, you look like somebody I don't want to have a conversation with. And I said, what? And I was like, what? I can't even believe I'm about to say this, because I was like, wow. I said, why? And she goes, because you're white. And I was like, what? Like, but keep in mind, this is a white woman saying this to me. And I was like, are you kidding me? And I was like flabbergasted, and she huffed off and she was mad and she just proved her point. And I left like literally numb in my hands, because I couldn't believe, I felt like I was in like one of those viral videos you see on Facebook or Twitter or TikTok or any social media, where you go in and these people are just, they're like Looney Tunes. And I had never experienced anything like that, right? To where someone was so combative that they just didn't want to share their experience. So I would love to hear your experience like this. I mean, I felt like I was in some sort of viral video. And obviously I don't have any video of this, so you just have to take my word on it. Because I walked up with no video rolling. I wanted to have a conversation. So I have no proof about it. You just got to take my word for it. But it was shocking, and I couldn't believe it happened. So like I said, I would love to hear your perspective on this. If you've had any experiences like this, as far as people just, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, whether you're, into communism, or if you're like liberty, freedom, capitalism, or if you're left, right, I don't care. I would love to hear your perspective on if you've had any conversations with people that just totally, or if you tried to initiate conversation and didn't get any reciprocation back. So that's the story. I know it's not a long one, but it really it was shocking. And I wanted to share that with you. I still can't get over it. And I don't understand how anything can get possibly accomplished if conversations aren't had. We have to talk. We have to have conversations, because if we're not, we're just yelling at each other and nothing gets done. And that just seems like everything that's happening right now. Nothing is getting done. People are mad, people are upset, they're just yelling and screaming. And they don't want to hear any perspective from anyone else other than their echo chamber. And that's really sad. Anyways, guys, thanks for taking a few minutes and listening to my story. If I have some time on the road, I'll bust out my phone and do this again. But I'll get back to the fun stuff here in the next few days. Or if you guys do enjoy this stuff, please let me know. Subscribe to the channel. That's a great indicator if you guys do like this stuff. Thumbs up are always great, and your super thanks are always greatly appreciated as well. I haven't been able to read off the super thanks because I've been working on my phone, and you actually can't see them on the YouTube Creator Studio. So either way, thank you guys very much. I appreciate your support. I'll see you guys next time. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you guys later. Bye-bye.